Alright everybody, today we're making bean soup. What you need for bean soup is sausage, an onion, bag of beans, and some tomato shit in a can. Alright, first thing you're gonna do, chop the onion. Cut the top off. Cut the base. Well, not the base, down the middle. Whatever. So, throw all this shit in the sink. And then start chopping. Kinda want to get small chops on this one. Alright, there we go. Alright, so another thing you're going to want is a bowl or something to put all the shit in once you're done with it, because otherwise it's going to take up all the cutting board space, and nobody likes somebody who takes up all the cutting board space. So, alright, so Rubbermaid container. So one half done. Fuck off my cutting board. And I forgot to peel this one. Secret to knives, you can't cut yourself if you don't put your hand under it. True story. Alright, so you gotta chop up 2 onions, or 1 onion, or 2 small ones. Or either way, you want about this much onion. And then comes the fun part. When you start chopping up other shit. Alright, so there's a trick to not crying while you're chopping up onions. It's called not being a bitch. After the onion, got the sausage. Sausage like this, cut into 3 pieces. Cut down the middle, because why the fuck not? Chipotle sausage is a hell of a lot drier than the other kind of sausage. It's one of the reasons why I like it. The other reason I like it is because it's Chipotle. There you go. Just like circumcising a newborn. Skin in the middle. So depending on how much sausage you have is how big you want to chop it. The more chunks you chop it into, the more pieces there are, of course, which means more people get to have some sausage, which is what every man dreams of, really, getting some other man's sausage in his mouth. So here's the rest. Don't worry about even sizes, it's soup. You're gonna cook it forever. And these 2 fuckers, these are a son of a bitch to cut. So I just kind of line them up like this and start slicing on them. An example to the others. Alright. Again, it's soup. Nobody cares if it's pretty. You're gonna want to put these in something too. Fuck. Alright. Here's the fucking thing. Come on. Rubbermaid container. Alright. So we got that. Sausage. Onions. Beautiful, right? Gorgeous. So, next step. You know this bag of beans that you bought today because you wanted to make bean soup today? Well, you done fucked up. In that bag of beans, you got beans and this little flavor packet. Looks just like that. Now the beans have to soak overnight, which means this little fucker likes to go missing. I already soaked some because I cheated. If you don't like it, I don't care. So, beans, onions, and sausage, which you've already seen. Look how much fucking beans you get out of one bag like this. That's how much is in the bag, that's how much is in the fucking bowl. Alright, cool, my arms are annoying. like 3 or 4 times the size. Alright, so we're moving on to the sink. This is the pot we're going to cook it in. Secret about pots, if you got a wide base pot, you're going to boil through water like crazy. So you kind of want to get a tall chimney looking thing that's not too wide. Alright, meet you on the other side. How did I turn this fucking thing off? Alright, so the rest of this is going to be upside down. Maybe, depending on if I ever figure out how to use the editing software. Put that fucking pot on there, and you turn that bitch to high. So we got our heat turned to hey. Gonna get our sausage. All that water and shit on the bottom of the pot, that's from where I soaked the beans. I rinsed the pot out, but not very well. Mainly because it's gonna go into the fucking soup anyway. And I'm falling over on the Rubbermaid container. Alright, 1, 2. Now, we got sausage. We got onions, and we got steam fucking up my camera. You better not fuck up my camera, so we got. Alright. And the rinsed beans. Rinsed beans. If I don't show you, it doesn't exist, right? Alright. What I'm doing right now is waiting for all this shit to get really hot so I can throw the sausage in and burn the shit out of it. When that happens, I'll be back. Oh, that's not fucking good at all. Let's try being less stupid. Turn on the fan. Turn this bitch sideways out of the steam. Alright, gorgeous. Great, all the water's fucking gone. Yeah, burn for daddy. Alright, we got sausage in there. What we're going to try to do is get some of this grease out of the sausage so we can roll the onion around in it. Oh yeah, you like that? Yeah, you know you like it. There you go. It's going to smell a lot like Christmas. I think the steam is mostly done. So show and tell. It's gonna start smoking again. There's the water coming out of the sausage. Stir that bitch a little more. You don't really have to do this, but I like to do this. Kind of makes the sausage a little more snappy when you bite into it, as you know it's there. That fucker's doing. Now you got the heat right when it's about as warm as a hobo fire. And it's a burning garbage can, not a homeless man you decided to light a flame. You burn surprisingly well though. You can usually find them hanging outside of Walmart begging for change. I'll just follow you to your house, dude. Don't even ask any questions. You tell them you got some jobs to do? Alright, so we added the onion. Now you see the difference, the color the onion is turning? It's turning orange and shit. It's because all the grease from the sausage is getting on there. That's what we want. Alright. Here's the weird part about onion. Depending on how long you cook it is what kind of flavor it gets to your food. Since we don't want our bean soup to taste like onion, we're going to cook the shit out of it. One massive cup of water. Like this big. Yeah, look at that. difference between like a deep pot like this and a shallow pot. Main thing is this keeps all the moisture closer to the food. If I were to do this in a pan, this shit would dry out. This is also why you don't cook bacon in a fucking pot unless you're an idiot or you have nothing else, because you live in a fucking crack den. Alright, so we're gonna let that cook for a little while longer. While that's cooking, I'm gonna make myself a little snack. This shit ain't gonna be done for about 3 or 4 hours. That's what I'm eating right there. Trying to grow my vagina out. Alright, so if you keep stirring it like that, you're gonna find yourself with 3rd-degree burns on your fucking hand. And the moment is almost upon us. That's pretty much a judgment call when you want to fucking stop doing this, but you're looking for these things to kind of stop being crisp. Cook all that onion flavor out of them, and then they suck in the sausage flavor. Fuck that stuff. Alright, so we got that going on. That's about done. We can add the coup de grace. All them beans. And this is why we have the water. All them waters. Alright, so when it comes to making soup, you're pretty much fucking done. Now it's a waiting game. You're gonna want to refill these. Because when you forget that you're cooking soup in about 3 or 4 hours, well actually in about once an hour you're gonna forget you're cooking soup and you're gonna burn the shit out of it. And adding water at that point, you might be able to save dinner. If not, then your husband's gonna come home with the shit out of you. And rightfully so, because, come on, how do you fuck up soup? This flavor packet, this don't go in yet. It's got spicy pepper in it. If you put spicy pepper in too early, it gets too hot and it sours. Diced tomatoes. Earlier you put it in, the more soft they get. So we're gonna leave this bitch here too to remind me. So we got 2 cups of water, motherfucking potatoes, well, tomatoes. Well, you say tomato, I say potato. And the seasoned packet. Fuck your language. Give this one more stir, and we're gonna wait until it boils. And with any luck, I'll be smart enough to edit out the long fucking wait until it boils. If you want to cheat, you can boil it earlier so you can add it, but you're saving like 5 minutes out of a 4-hour long process, so yeah, whatever gets your heart, I guess. This back up here. What the fuck do I have on this? And I can't open that without knocking over the camera, so I got no more beans. Good thing I bought extra. Now again, if you bought these thinking you're gonna make them today, you were wrong. They need a couple of fucking hours soaking, 8 hours at least. They say that you can boil it and speed up the process, but all you're gonna get is just mush. Alright, turning this bitch off. I'll come back when it starts boiling. Alright, so everything has escalated rather quickly. This son of a bitch is boiling like a motherfucker and foaming over the top. So, we're gonna turn the heat down until it's just barely boiling. We're talking about like 2 or 3, whatever the fucking metric system your stove uses. And I gotta find a lid for this bitch. Shit. Fuck you. Alright, so you put the lid on it. If it's boiling, you got a lid on it. It's gonna overflow maybe. If it does that, it's gonna catch on fire. That's fine, it's soup. And then you can tell the fire department how you burned down your apartment cooking fucking soup. Alright, so I'm checking in on the soup. It's been, fuck, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 hours. So, check the beans. Burn your tongue. Alright, so when the beans are about getting a little softer, but still really earthy, that's about when you want to start adding shit. We start off with some of this paprika mix, or what the fuck is it? Cajun seasoning, because it's one thing they know in the bayou, it's how to make fucking bean soup. Right. So you add that shit, you stir it up. And now the bean soup is beginning to look a lot like bean soup. Everywhere you go, gotta get a can opener to open that fucking shit and pour it really slow. I used to have a can opener. It was a nice can opener. It opened cans and shit. Steals a can opener. Yeah. Well, that might be a problem for a different day. Alright. So while the soup was cooking, I emptied out like half of these into it, so it wouldn't burn. And now, this is not my can opener, by the way. This is I lost my can opener. Yeah, so now you know what the other half of your beer opener is for. You know what? Fuck you. Drain some of the water out. Oh, Jesus Christ. What the hell is going on today? I'm gonna blame the Methodists for this. Always have Lucky Charms. I'm the fucking Irish Methodist anyway. Remember, kids, it's not racist because Irish is not a race. The fuck out of the can, you sons of bitches. Alright. So if you haven't figured this out yet, magnets on the bottom of your whatchamacallit openers, bottle openers. That way you never lose it when you're drunk off your ass. I think it's time to neutralize. Sure, why not? Let's bust into a can with a butter knife. Fuck you. All that for fucking tomatoes. And they're still not fucking coming out. Son of a bitch. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you force yourself upon a tomato can. And that was lightning. Okay, I have angered the tomato gods. It is now a fucking thunderstorm outside. Fuck the tomato gods, I'm cooking soup. Alright, you guys see how thick that is? It's too thick. You want to have about an inch of water on top of it. Not because it's going to ruin the soup or anything, but because if you don't have that inch of water on top of it, when you finally remember you're making soup and stop playing video games, you'll have enough chance to catch it before it burns. Put the cover back on, put that bitch right there. And this little guy got me out of another set of trouble. And that is how a molested tomato can looks like. See? Fucked it all up. Nice and sharp. Garbage won't play with that shit. That's why they get the big bugs. to sincerely apologize for any garbage bin which I may or may not have installed during the making of this video. Alright, out for a bit. Alright, so, screen may have jumped a bit because I was fucking around with the camera. It's alright, it's my camera, and it doesn't get to say no. I got the soup more or less a brown color. Kind of looks like afterbirth, and a little bit of placenta in there for good luck. I'm trying to pick out a bean like that big. Take a bite. And right about now it's been cooking for about 3 hours. I keep saying that is because I never check the fucking time. Tastes pretty good, but beans are a little chewy. Now here's the cool part about cooking bean soup. You think, well, fuck it. It's bean soup. It's not cooking fast enough. I'm going to turn up the heat. Yeah, the beans don't give two fucks about what kind of heat you put it up to. They're just going to burn to the bottom and still be hard. So just relax, keep it easy, keep it bubbling. Oh, one of the other things. Beans are really starchy. And there's a little bit of spice in there from the mix. So what I like to do is put a little bit of acid on my soup. For us, it's going to be real lemon, 100% lemon juice, because nothing says real lemon like lemon juice out of a fucking bottle. You can also use apple cider vinegar, normal vinegar, battery acid, you know, whatever you want. But it has a good flavor to it and it brings out all the other shit. Now, see all these nice black chunks in here floating around? Let's see if I can get it. Nope. You went back down below. Yeah, those are from when it burnt to the bottom. It's alright though. It's fucking soup. This is when I like to go into my spice cabinet and get a little bit of peppercorns. Oh, this is awesome. Peppercorn container pops open all nice like. Just like that, so you can't get a fucking peppercorn out anyway. I don't know where they go. About a handful of peppercorns, throw them in there for good luck. Those are nice little presents for whoever bites down on them. It's kind of like that trick where you bake a penny into a fucking wedding cake or something and you kill your grandmother at the table. It's kind of like that except with more spice. Fuck them if they can't take a joke, right? Alright, I'll be back in a bit. Alright, I just thought about something. I had the fucking fan on high, so all my audio might suck. I'm okay with that though. This is pretty much how it should look like. See all that? That shit is when it burned to the bottom. Just stir it up a bit. It'll be alright. Let's grab a fucking bean out of here so make sure it's done. Oh yeah, there we go. Chickpea, nice and fat one, right? Should be the last thing to cook. Motherfucking perfect. Turn the heat off. Serve some soup. As soon as I find a soup bowl. And a ladle. Okay, after I leave my ladles out, fucking my can opener. God damn it. Oh no, never mind. Here it is. The ladle, not the can opener. If you want it thicker, boil it a little bit. If you want it thinner, add water. Alright, there you go. Yeah, that's about right. Right there, dinner. Enjoy, go eat it by yourself, as all soup should be, with a little bit of shame to go alongside with it. Bon appetit and all that.